Hi everyone, just a minute. Right. So we are doing something called finding squares from 1 to 125. This is the second part of the series. We did the first part yesterday. Anyway, if you have any queries, feel free to ask during the session. There is no harm in doing that as such. So we are doing the second part of the series of finding squares. Okay, just to brief you regarding my background. So my name is Patrick. I scored 100% 6 times in CAT. I'm also faculty at Unacademy. Discount code if you want to use Unacademy Plus courses is Patrick.yt. Unacademy YouTube channel, you have an Unacademy CAT-alyst called YouTube channel where you can join if you want. And I have a personal YouTube channel of my own which is Patrick100. So this is the brief description about me as far as my personal background is concerned. Coming to Unacademy, as I said, Unacademy has a YouTube channel called Unacademy CAT-alyst where you should be able to see a lot of faculty teaching. So I recommend you to like, share and subscribe. And okay, so today's lecture is basically on again I'll start with what is the importance of calculations. Okay, I will do a revision of finding squares from 1 to 50. Concept of finding squares from 51 to 75, and maybe practice of finding squares from 1 to 75. But today the focus is 51 to 75. Right, so let's look at, as I said in the previous session also, calculations become very important because most of the time that people spend on a DI is on calculations. Apart from that, max also time almost can be halved if you are good at calculations. So calculation becomes very important to solve things faster, and that normally helps as far as the exam is concerned. Right, so focus on trying to improve on your exam speed. Okay, so we'll just revise the concept that we did last time. We last time did squares from 1 to 50, where we said that you need to know squares from 1 to 25, and from 26 to 50 squares the concept was that you find out how much it is less than 50. Okay, find out how much is less than 50 and then find the value as such. For example, if I say if I want to find 48 square, okay, if I say I want to find 48 square, so it is 2 less than 50. We said that you have to do 25 minus 2, which is 23, and then write 2 square, which is 0 4. I'll just revise the concept which is there. Right, so 48 square is, you do it as it is 2 less than 50, so you do 25 minus 2 and then you do 2 square to get 2304. Same way when you had like something called 38 square, for example, 38 square was 50 minus 12. We did 25 minus 12, which becomes 13, and 12 square, which is 144. It becomes 1444 as the answer. Okay, that's how we solved last time in terms of what we did. So yes, so we'll take a few numbers just for practice, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then go about it. So we'll take number like 43, we'll take number like 36, we will take number like 39, we'll take number like 46, and we will take number like 41. 5 numbers we'll take practice and then move ahead to the next concept. That's how we'll do. So what was 43 square we talked about? We talked about 43 being 7 less than 50. I put 7 here. So we do 25 minus 7, which is 18, and when we do 7 square, which is 49, this is 7 square. 36 is 14 less than 50, so we do 25 minus 14, which is 11, and then we do 14 square, which is 196. One carry forward because after this one we have only 2 places left, so it becomes 1296. Yeah, 39 is 11 less than 50, yes, so we do 25 minus 11, which is 14, and then we do 11 square, which is 121. You will get 1521. Okay, 46 is 4 less than 50, so we do 25 minus 4, which is 21, and 4 square 16. This becomes fast. 41 is 9 less than 50, which is 25 minus 9, which is 16, and 9 square, which will be 81. So this is where we get the values of all these squares. Okay, now we move on to the today's. Also, idea is to know the squares up to 25. I will not write it today, but please know all the squares from 1 to 20. So if I say 23 square, you should know it is 529. Okay, or 24 square is 576, or so on. You should know all the squares up to 529. Okay, now coming to squares from 51 to 75. The technique remains the same as we did for 26 to 50. Remember what we did for 26 to 50? Find out what is the difference between a number from 50 and then subtract it. From 51 to 75 we add. For example, let's say if I want to find 53 square, 53 is 3 more than 50. It is 50 plus 3, right? 3 more than 50. So we add 25 plus 3. In the previous case we subtracted 3. Here we add 3. So 25 plus 3 will become 28, and then we add 3 square, which will become 09. So 2809 will be the answer. Right? So 25 plus 3, 28, and then 3 square 09 will be the answer. Let's take another example. Let's say 57 square. 57 square is 7 more than 50. So what we need to do is just put 25 plus 7. 25 plus 7 is 32, and then you add 7 square, which will become 49. So you directly get 3249. So technically this is slightly simpler. Addition is slightly simpler than subtraction. So finding out 51 to 75 could be a little simpler than what we did in the previous case of 26 to 50. That's how you do. Yeah, right, honey. Okay, now let's look at the carry forward. 62 square. Now 62 is 12 more than 50. Remember that. So we will do 25 plus 12. So add from 25 we add 12, which will become 37, and then we do 12 square, which is 144. 1 will get carry forward to 37. It will become 3844. Right. Same as I always do 67 square. 67 is 17 more than 50. So 25 plus 17 is 42. Right, 25 plus 17 is 42. Then 17 square, which is 289, which should give you 4489. Right. One more thing we will do, and then we'll go for the concept. 71 square. 71 square is 21 more than 50. So 25 plus 21, which becomes 46. 21 square is 441, which will give you 5041. Great. You are able to write down the answer before you want to type. Oh, good. So this is where you try to find the squares of different numbers and you get the answers for. So I hope the concept is clear. So if you know this concept, automatically your squares from 1 to 75 is sorted. I mean, you can find these squares from 1 to 75 quickly without any lag in your calculation. So that is key with regards to this one, how to calculate fast. And squares are important part of a lot of mathematical sums. So if I know how to find squares, automatically my calculation can improve to some extent, to improve fast. So this is where it comes from, 51 to 75. Okay, so let's take a few numbers and then practice. Let's say 52, 61, 64, 59, 56, and say 72. Yeah, try to find squares for each of this. I'll give you 2-3 minutes and then I will start writing it down. Right, so good. We can get it fast, so we'll solve this. So 52 is 2 more than 50, so we do 25 plus 2, 27, and 2 square, 04. 61 is 11 more than 50, so we do 25 plus 11, 36, and 11 square, 1 gets carried forward, so it becomes 37, 21. Any good that you're calculating, that I can compare my answers with yours. 14, 50 plus, so 25 plus 14 will give you 39, and 14 square is 196, so we'll give you 4096. 9, so we can make out 25 plus 9 is 34, and 9 square is 81, so 3481. 6, so 25 plus 6 is 31, and 6 square will give you 36, so 31, 36. 72 is 22 more, so 25 plus 22 will give you 47. 22 square is 484, so it will give you 5184. So you can make out from this that if I know the values, this can become really fast to calculate, and you can get the answer quickly. So I know I can find out the squares from 1 to 75. Obviously the base is that I should know the squares from 1 to 25. Moment I know the squares from 1 to 25, I can find from these method, this method which I'm talking about, I can find the squares from 1 to 75 very easily, no problem at all. Okay, let's derive the whole concept about how does it come. It's similar to one we talked about in the earlier. We are talking of squares more than 50. So this is x plus y the whole square ka concept, which is x square plus 2xy plus y square. So here it is, we are talking of more than 50. Let's say 50 plus a is the amount, the value is more than 50. So 50 plus a the whole square will become 50 square plus 2 into 50 into a plus a square. If you solve this, it becomes 2500 plus 100a plus a square. Now I can take 100 common, the same as we did last time, 25 plus a plus a square. So realize, so we do 25 plus a, multiply by 100, that means 2 places, and then do a square. For example, just giving an example, suppose I do 55 square. 50 square means 50 plus 5 the whole square, where a becomes 5. So it becomes 25 plus 5 is what you do, 30. Then you multiply by 100, 2 spaces, and then you add a square, 25. So you will get 3025 immediately, right? So this is the derivation for the whole calculations, where you do 25 plus a, multiply by 100, and then add a square. Understanding derivation helps you to understand the way the calculation, though derivation is not important, very frankly. Don't try to mug up derivation, etc. It is not required as far as the examination is concerned, and not very important as such. As long as you understand how to solve, I don't see a problem in terms of calculation in the examination or doing fast as far as the examination is concerned. Right, so if this is clear, let's practice a few calculations. So let's say 53, 50, 58, then 65, 69 and 70, let's say 4, even 75. Let's take these, just try to solve it, and then maybe we can move on to further calculations. So over a period of time you should be able to do this orally if possible. If you can do it orally, it will help you to be really fast and good as far as the examination is concerned. So let's try to look at each value and see how to solve. Hopefully you'll get it. So we'll focus on this method right now. There are other methods which are there. We'll go over a period of time. You need to look at different methods and see which you are comfortable with, and accordingly apply that as far as the calculation is concerned. So when you say 53, basically means 3 more than 50. So what we do is we do 25 plus 3, 28, and then we add 3 square, which is 09. This is 3 square. 58 is 8 more than 50, so 25 plus 8 will give you 33, and 8 square will give you 64. 65 is 15 more than 50, so 25 plus 15 will give you 40, and 15 square 225 will give you 4225. 69 is 19 more than 50, so we have 25 plus 19, 44, and 19 square 361, so we'll give you 4761. 74 is 24 more than 50, which is 25 plus 24, 49, and 24 square will give you 576, gives you 5476. 75 is 25 less more than 50, so 25 plus 25, 50, and 25 square is 625, will give you 5625. Right, just jack 505 square. Yeah, I believe you know the method of doing the alternate method jack, but yes, so over a period of time, as and when you practice and calculate, when you get used to it, is you become better. Look, anything method is always good provided you use it, and the moment you use it, you can be better at it. That is the key as far as improvement as far as the examination is concerned. So the key in the examination is to use it regularly to improve your calculations as far as possible, and moment you use it, you can be better at the whole calculations. Right, if this is clear, we will just practice random numbers from 1 to 75. I'll give you first 6-7 numbers, and then I'll give you 6-7 numbers. So 28, 32, 37, 42, 45, 53, 57, 63. Okay, so let's try to do these many squares. There are 8 number squares, so we'll try to do this. Is just practice of the squares that we are doing. The moment you practice more, you become better at it, and the moment you become better at it, you can obviously improve with regards to your calculations. That is the key with regards to practice as far as questions are concerned. Okay, let's start with 28 square. Okay, 28 is 22 less than 50, so we do 25 minus 22, 3, and 22 square, which is 484, so it becomes 784. 32 is 18 less than 50, so you do 25 minus 18, which will give you 7, and then 18 square. 18 square is 324, so you get 1024. 37 is 13 less than 50, so 25 minus 13, 12, and 13 square will give you 169, so we'll give you 1469, sorry, 1369. 12 plus 1, 13. 42 is 8 less than 50, so 25 minus 8, 17, and 8 square will give you 64. 45 is 5 less than 50, so 25 minus 5 is 20, and 5 square is 25. 53 is 3 more, it's all less, so 53 is 3 more than 50, so 25 plus 3 is 28, and 09. I think this we did earlier. 57 is 7 more than 50, so 25 plus 7 is 32, and 49. 63 is 13 more than 50, so 25 plus 13 is 38, and 13 square, which will give you 3969. Actually, the property, if you look at it, around 50, the last two digits are the same. So if you look at 37 is 13 less than 50, and 63 is 13 more than 50. The last two digits are same, 69, 69. And this is true for anything. I mean, you can take 12 and 38, I think. 12 and whatever. So all the values, even 13. So 13 square will be the same. This one 13, 37, 63, and so on will have the same last two digits. I mean, that is a property which maybe you can look at. Okay, we will look at 4-5 numbers more, and then maybe we can go to this one. So let's say 44, 49, 73, 67, 56, and 54. Find these squares. It's comparatively simple. Try doing this. Yeah, if you look at 44 square is 6 less than 50, so 25 minus 6 is 19, and 6 square is 36. Should be in the end able to write directly without even trying to put the 25 and etc. 1 less than 50, so 2401. To 1 less than 50, 25 minus 1, 24, and 1 square is 01. 73 is 23 more than 50, so it becomes 48, and 23 square, which is 529, will give you 5329. 67 is 17 more than 50, to 42, and 17 square is 289, will give you 4489. 56 is 6 more than 50, so 25 plus 6 is 31 and 36, 6 square. 54 is 4 more than this one, so 25 plus 4, 29 and 4 square, 16. So it becomes fast. So now once you get the hang of it, now you know how to solve it fast, and if you keep on implementing this, you can become fast. Initially when you're doing anything new, you may find it a little difficult to apply it, but over a period of time you should be more comfortable with applying the concept that you're using. That is the key as far as trying to improve your whole aspect is concerned, right? So what is 1936? The first one. Yeah. So 6 and 19. Yeah, you put -4. Fine, perfect. So get used to it, get hang of it, and that should help you to improve with regards to your practice sessions. So improve on that. So what we have done so far is that we have done squares up to 1 to 75. How to find it fast? We will use the techniques. In the next session, what we will try to do is find squares for 76 to 100. Okay, technique for finding squares from 76 to 100. After that, we'll use 101 to 125, and then we look any further concepts on squares, and that should help it. So we have learned squares up to 1 to 75. Now next session will be squares from 76 to 100. Further after that will be squares from 101 to 125.